Spirit team, spirit guides, ancestors. Bottom of the deck is death. Okay. A lot of death surrounding this incident, as we already know. Spirit team, what would you like to say about the situation regarding the Maui fires with regards to Lahaina? We have one card coming through, false person. I'm hearing beware of the false person, okay? So identities and how people are moving, like how people address issues is being addressed. Be very wary of how people address things. We're getting marriage coming through, partnerships, alliances. So a lot of people are taking, with regards to the Maui fires, I'm getting the pathway as well. Look at that, guys. 8, 3, and 35, which reduces to 8. Just want you guys to see that. Let me just move this up a little bit. Look at that. So we have 838. Okay, 838 is significant. Okay. We need to be very careful with who we align with. So I feel like with regards to tragedy happening, be wary and aware of who has been assisting those that have been dealing with the fires. It feels as though there's something about that coming through. Journey, expectation of what? High honor, but in reverse. Okay. Some people are striking really big balance or striking really big deals with regards to assisting in this endeavor, assisting with helping people through the disaster. Some people are doing it for the wrong reasons. I mean, it's great that they're helping, but you just have to be wary of who's trying to be very vocal about it. Because I feel like they have something to hide with regard to their past, and that's why it's coming through. We have a time for healing for Lahaina. Overall, a time for healing. The past will not hold anyone back. The issues and death and circumstances surrounding Lahaina, they're going to improve. This is a time energetically with the new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. Okay, they're in need of the giving. And I'm hearing David specifically. A name is coming through. That might be someone watching this. We have the beautiful, a personal issue reaches resolution card. Full moon in Cancer. Very emotional time, very weighty time. And at the bottom we have you are good enough, Lahaina. So the people involved with this tragedy, with regards to what has been going on, they will be taken care of. We have you are very close to achieving your goal. There's going to be people that are, even though their intentions are not there and not the best, are going to be assisting in this situation. So let's continue here. So let's clarify what can you tell us, Spirit, about the false person here in regards to, in regards to the situation surrounding Lahaina. Okay, so we have a lot coming through. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. This is feeling like their energy. The people of Lahaina, the people in this region, feeling like things are going too slowly, feeling like there's so many things that are unsaid, unspoken, unknowns. There's a lot of unknowns. There's more so like this energy of feeling left out and abandoned by other people outside of themselves, feeling like there should be more, that there should be more pathways. People are trying to reach out and to lend a helping hand. I'm feeling like there's this energy of triumph, though, of putting themselves moving and keeping that momentum going, of keeping the insight of what matters most, and how using that hermit energy, like the inner strength, inner gratitude, inner wisdom, to help move them and propel them forward. They're moving towards, a lot of people, the members, like the people of the community in this area, are going to see transformation and rebirth. This is reminding me of Avatar. This is reminding me of the scene where Aang is in the spiritual or the spirit world, and Aang is trying to help a group of people who are noticing that there's a spirit taking souls or stealing people at night or during a specific time when the veil is thin. There's something about him noticing that, and also coming to the understanding that the spirit was upset because of the devastation that surrounded the region, of how people were taking and encroaching on the spirit's land, the spirit's home. And there's something about the rebuilding process bringing a lot of things to the surface. Like there's going to be some differing opinions on how things should go, and I think that's what is also in regards to what the false person is all about. People coming in to rebuild, but doing it in their way. There's something about there needing to be honor to the land, respect to the land that is owed, and I feel like that's why there's false persons. The false person card is coming up. So my background is Jamaican. My parents are from Jamaica. What I'm feeling like is when I go to Jamaica as a person that is Jamaican, okay, I call myself that. A number of people call themselves that. Jamaican American. When you go to outside of the country, outside of the U.S. to Jamaica, you'll notice sometimes that people are, you know, when they hear your voice, if you don't speak patois, they think to themselves, oh, so you're a foreigner. Or they'll say you're from foreign, let's say if you're foreign. I feel as though because of my voice, I'm considered a foreigner. And I feel like even though I have some connection to the land of Jamaica, I'm considered almost like a false person. My identity is not truly rooted in Jamaica in this life. It's more so just my heritage is Jamaican. So I feel almost like there's people coming in to help that are like this, that are feeling like foreigners in this land. A lot of foreigners are coming in and partnering to help create pathways. So I feel like the false person archetype or false person card is trying to say there are many people outside of this region in Hawaii that are trying to help and assist right now, and they're forming partnerships with the marriage card, and that is what's helping them move forward. A lot of love is coming in for them. A lot of love and care is coming through. Okay. So I can see that this reading in general, I'm just going to move the camera a little bit right there, is taking on a lot of meanings. For some reason, as I was just tuning into just even like spacing, because I was starting to space as I channel, I was getting like a name here. I was hearing reproductive, but then I got the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. It's about the future generation. There's going to be something given to the future generation of those in Lahaina. I feel like they're going to receive a gift. This is very interesting. I'm getting the Knight of Wands, and then also I'm getting like this. So I'm seeing two knights here. This is a very young energy here. So there's something about the youth rushing in. There's something about the youth being gifted something. There's something about strength and resilience and tenacity coming from the youth. And I'm not sure if that's like Page of Swords. The start of... There's going to be a new energy shifting in Lahaina because I'm just seeing young people. And I'm seeing them taking... what I'm seeing is them taking a number of losses and things like losses in the family, losses in structure, losses in connection in regards to people that have passed on from this devastation, and also just just the surrounding sadness, and using that and propelling into their future. It's something will happen in the future with regards to Lahaina and the people of Lahaina. And I'm hearing 27, so 27 years from now, there's something about a 27-year, I'm hearing 27-year limit. What is this 27-year limit about, Spirit? What can we expect in 27 years? What is going on? Vision. Hold your vision. So they're going to be looking at something, holding their vision on some endeavor to get this. I'm hearing like not nation, but to get this place, this region on some track. There's something that's shifted energetically in this place where most of the youth, there's something I'm hearing indescribable about their energy. I believe very strongly that people incarnate in the place that they incarnate for a reason. And I feel like there's going to be a number of youths, a number of people that have passed on that have either reincarnated and come back from this devastation. There's going to be something about the youth coming in and helping, doing something really impactful, because it says you and your loved ones are safe. So there's something karmically that's going to happen, very beautiful. It's going to come out of this situation. It says luck is on your side. And look at these colors, guys. A new day is dawning. This is like new energy. We have 2 new moons and a fixed moon. Yeah, the energy is gaining momentum. So you're going to see in the horizon, you're going to see these people. So there's going to be someone big that comes out of this nation, not like nation specifically, but more so like this region specific. There's something about this, someone coming out of this and being like a huge, impactful force. Okay, whoa. And I'm getting the cards turning and it says courtship, child, great fortune. I feel like there's someone here that's going to come out of this region. They're talking about them. Whoa. We have a main female. A female is coming out of it. And what's interesting is as I'm like, as I was gonna say stroking. So I feel like this person's gonna be very, very wise and very knowledgeable on stroking the egos and the affairs of others. Like really being very charismatic in getting people's affection, understanding how to do that, but not in a way where it's like feral. I'm hearing feral, like not wild or untamed. There's something about this person working really hard and being very charismatic. And there's something about a couple here, a wealthy man and a main female. This person with a wealthy man. Interesting. I'm hearing like this person's like old money, this wealthy man. So there's something about a couple coming through with regards to the future of this region. A lot of work, a lot of toil, but someone in particular is going to shine in comparison. Shine and send out a message to the people of Lahaina, or just a message to people from there. Sudden wealth. Courthouse gift. It's their karmic debt, their karmic due. Like they're supposed to stand up and I'm hearing submit to or to address something in regards to Lahaina. Like the land is theirs. This is old. This person has an old spirit. I don't think this is going to be like, just because they're young doesn't mean that they're not very, they didn't plan. It's not like they didn't plan this. This feels like a very planned incarnation. Something about like, and a child is involved as well. So interesting. A family. There's a family here. That's going to be very pivotal or highlighted in this reading. I'm getting so many things. Spirit, what else is there to say first? What should I say first about this person? This main female taking center stage here. It's going to help the economy. It's going to revamp or boost the morale or something about that coming through. We have toil and labor. This person's a very hard worker. We just had that card come out. Very hardworking. I feel like they're going to feel like they're imprisoned in some way with regards to their work, or just in regards to the societal things that are going on, like how people have responded to the situation at hand. Lovers. They might find, yeah, like someone in the community is very well known. Official person. Family room. Yeah, their family is being highlighted here. Okay. Is this a celebrity, Spirit, that we may already know? We have the King of Wands. Is this a celebrity that we may already know, Spirit? We're getting one card. Nine of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups. Interesting. One more card. We have the Queen of Swords. Interesting. No, this is something secretive. This is a relationship that we wouldn't hear about. Look at that. Four of Wands and Four of Swords. Very quiet and secretive marriage, secretive relationship. So I wouldn't know, and people wouldn't know. Interesting. This is about a collaboration. So we're going to see. This is going to be like, this is kind of like going off into something else. I will definitely see if this comes up later, but that's coming through. There's someone specific, and it's going to be someone that's assisting the collective with regards to like seeing a side of life, a side of the experience in Maui, or in just in this region. A lot of love for the land. There's going to be a uprising. People are going to stand up for the land of Lahaina specifically. I'm just getting that energy. A lot of pain from, I'm hearing pain in their subconscious. Like people in that area, in that region, are going through a lot of pain, but there's joy coming. there's joy. So I want you guys to get that out of this reading so far. There's going to be a lot of joy coming on their path, on the path of those, the residents, of coming to an understanding of what deals they need to make in order to get their homes and such settled and to have their homes again after loss. So yeah, I'm just going to clean up here. I'm hearing destined for greatness. They're going to uphold their offers. I don't know. There's something about people that are assisting them. They're going to assist them. Even though at first there's still the energy and there's a sense that people are doing it for ultimate. Some of the people doing it are helping for ulterior motives. There are going to be a lot of people that are just foreigners to the area. And that's what the false person archetype means. Very... yeah, distinct relationships are going to come out of the woodworks to assist. And I've already done so. Yeah, a lot of movement with the Eight of Wands. So I'm going to have to come back again, charge up this device, and then I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so I am going to continue where I left off with regards to Lahaina, but we're going to do something a little different. We're going to look at the next 3 months of this year going forward, just to see what we can expect here. I like to be as specific as possible, so I want to continue on this energy, but it's going to take just a second as I get everything. Let me just get the months of the year out of here, out of this deck I have. So I have these tea leaf fortune cards, and I'm just kind of like scouting through them, or scouring through them, I should say, to get all of the months of the year. This is something that is impromptu, just because I am now feeling ready to continue on from what we talked about previously. So we have December, November, okay. Just need October spirit. The card that came through as I was looking through these cards for the months was spiritual love. You're going to see a lot of spiritual love, a lot of spiritual energy surrounding the rebuilding of Lahaina. So people are going to be feeling it. There's something spiritual about the land, okay? Deeply spiritual. If you guys haven't already gathered that from the reading prior, just what we've said already, there's a precedent. There's something about their energy, and they will renew, they will rebuild. It will be, I'm hearing glorious, because I don't know, it's something strong and passionate about the energy spiritually in Lahaina. So let's look into these 3 months here. So we have, for the month of October, what can we expect, Spirit? Let's get into that. Spirit team of those that are in Lahaina, of the landmass itself, please guide me into understanding what we can expect and look forward to with regards to Lahaina in October of this year, the remainder of October. Okay. Yeah, it's that card that I told you guys about, spiritual love. Okay. Is there anything else that we can expect for the end of October? Okay. All right. Okay, so one more card, Spirit. October. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck is happiness here. Happiness, receiving or giving a precious gift, and shrewdness and resourcefulness in business. So there's a lot of shrewdness in regards to saving up the money needed, and I'm hearing the word pirated. So there's going to be this energy of trying to sieve and trying to allow, I'm hearing take, basically. There's going to be money going through to Lahaina specifically and saved and pocketed for people. This is going to be, I'm hearing an advancement, something that someone is trying to do. I feel like what you're going to notice, though, in the media is that there's going to be some businesses broken. If you haven't already, this is something that has happened quite a time prior, and I'm talking about this now because I feel like there's always a beginning, middle, and end to a situation. There is something about in the end of October, there being some parting with regards to businesses. You're going to continue to see that, some dissipating of businesses that were up that were affected by the disaster. You're going to see people that were business owners in Lahaina going through some difficulties with regards to their business, their regards to building and rebuilding their business as well. But here at the center is spiritual love. There's going to be a love that's consistent throughout this experience. Plenty of material things will come back because we have the bowl. So there's something about the spiritual, it's like affecting the physical realm, and it always does. But what I mean by that in this specific situation is that spirit wants to highlight there's going to be a lot of material things that come through because of the abundance within the hearts of the people of Lahaina. Even when they're experiencing difficulties on a grand collective scale. This is saying that on a collective scale, the love far outweighs the lack of material things, and they're going to see the material things come back to them as quickly as they left. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. I feel like this is the people of Lahaina, unwilling to stop, unwilling to sink into any state where they're not getting what they want. It seems as though they're working very, very hard, and some may feel like pack mules, like they're feeling like they have to rebuild all at once, and it's overwhelming. But the people of Lahaina are very stubborn in the sense where it's not a negative connotation, but more so it's like, I want to keep going and I'm going to keep pursuing. And you're going to notice business owners specifically that are stubborn, that are not willing to move forward or to give up. You're going to see some people that are feeling muddled, unclear, because they're still trying to take in all of what they have gone through. There's still muddled, unclear energies as well, persisting at this time for the remainder of October. But look at the last one, guys. Good fortune. So you see how these two seem to be coming through towards the end. It's like, no matter what, the spiritual love, and it wraps around any muddled, unclear thinking on anyone's part, and it brings clarity. There's a lot of clarity, and I'm hearing spiritual quest. This has been a spiritual quest for a lot of people in this area as well. Yeah, we were talking about these last three. Big changes are coming for Lahaina. Let's look at any specifics. Is there anything else that we can expect, Spirit? I'm seeing the moon at the bottom of the deck, which tells me, and also the Eight of Cups, which tells me moving into the unknown. There's going to be emotional fulfillment though that comes through. Right now, people of Lahaina in October are feeling the Eight of Swords. But here's the thing, I'm getting these two cards, the Hanged Man in reverse, and we're getting Death in reverse. So it's just a matter of moving out of some energies that feel really restrictive, of feeling like there's not possibilities, that there's like this temptation. I think that as human beings we experience where we think like we go to a really dark place in our mental space and we feel like there's nothing that we can do. There's not a way to transition. We're stuck. But there's something about that mental state and perception changing and shifting very soon. I feel like with the donations coming in, with the help and the love and support that's coming in for people in Lahaina, I feel like that's going to dissipate this energy of feeling stuck, because the Hanged Man is here. That means that person has already done their due diligence in the sense of moving on or deliberating. They've already deliberated and they need to get out of that energy. We also have the Death in reverse, about like preventing the death or preventing a finality to something. Now it's going to actually break. I'm seeing like literally like a foundation of a building, and the foundation is covered with a number of things. I don't know why I'm hearing covered with carcasses, but the thing with that is that even though it's covered, that foundation is still there. There's something about needing to move all of that through and to get through that energy so that you can then turn this Death card back up so that we can move in the right direction. Something about there being some stagnancy, but it's going to be alleviated very soon in October. And that's like a couple of days for the rest of October here. Okay. Anything else? Is there anything else you'd like to say about the Death card in reverse that I'm not seeing yet? Okay, we have one card, Four of Pentacles, coming through. So Four of Pentacles energy is about keeping something, holding on to your resources, holding on to your wealth. So there's a protectiveness that's coming over the people of Lahaina, understandably, with regards to external forces at play that are trying to take something that is rightfully theirs, or taking something that is very important to them. So there's this abundance that they carry as a people and as a group. It just feels like very like cohesive. The energy of the people there, I feel like they're very tied into each other, very spiritually connected. Moving into the unknown, into the abyss, is very daunting, and so I feel like they're just being very protective of their energies. Yeah, Two of Cups, very protective of their energies, very heartbroken, but they have a lot of hope for the future with the Three of Swords and the Six of Wands. So they're acting, they're doing all that they can, but you know, it's possible to act without knowing what's going on. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do next? And getting stuck in your head. So they just need to be wary of trying to prevent the abundance from coming in some way, because I feel like there's more coming in for them. But there might be that protectiveness of not trusting external forces and outsiders, because you're not sure if they're going to try to, you know, mess with them, do things for financial gain on that person's part, that foreigner's part that's coming through. I'm hearing watchtower, like they're watching those people, making sure that they're holding up their end of the bargain, with the Queen of Wands taking it's like taking a very independent and determined view of the situation, with the Ten of Pentacles, seeing their bounty and not accepting anything less. So there's some people that are not willing to end certain contracts or end certain things, even though there's people that are telling them, hey, your business is, you need this, you need that. They're trying to focus in on what they feel out of a place of abundance. So that's a good thing. That's knowing your worth. So I hope these people will hold out, whoever these people are specifically that I'm getting. And I keep getting the name Michael, so I don't know a Michael, but for some reason that's coming through. Someone's being really, I think this is Archangel Michael, because that's what I'm feeling. Protection is what they need, and that's what they're getting. I feel like there's spiritual forces surrounding this place like crazy. Okay, they're protecting them and telling them, no, we're gonna get only the best. Yeah. They're communicating that too, that they're not going to just give away their land. They're not going to let people just take it, or mess with it, or do what they want with it if they help them. They're very protective, as they should be, I would say, in my opinion. King of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's going to be like people, government officials, the justice system, a number of things that are going to try to help and give them an opportunity. But how do they respond to that? That's the question. How overall, on a collective level, how will people respond to them there? Four Swords. I need time. I need time to wait and see. I need time to think. Some people are waiting on a time to think and taking it slow, so that they're not left out in the dark and they're not like messed with. There's a lot of illusions here with regards to helping the people of Lahaina, and they're not on a collective level. They're willing to receive help, but they know their abundance, so don't try to mess with them. Okay, so I want to move forward into November. For November, Spirit, what can we learn about November? We're kind of just going to go on top of each of them so that we can look at all of them at the end. So Spirit, what is November looking like for the people of Lahaina? Okay, we have one card coming through. What does November look like for the people of Lahaina? Okay. What does November look like for the people of Lahaina? Wow. Okay, those came out really strong. Okay, bottom of the deck is success, great passion, and barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. So there's something about passion for what was once theirs for a number of people. They're still abundant internally and intrinsically, but seeing the success of their resources coming back to them, a number of people there. They might feel empty, they might feel sad in seeing something that they loved and admired affected and tarnished in some way physically. Let's see what's coming through here. We have dealings a relationship with a woman, particularly in November. So there might be a specific group of women that come up. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. We also have wealth coming in. Yeah. Being wise and wary of people, and also of being wary of what wealth looks like and how people perceive it when they help and assist the people of Lahaina. Like, what do they think about wealth? Do they expect just as much as the people do there? Like, are they going to match what they desire and want back? A meeting with a stranger could be important. I feel like there's a specific woman, feminine energy. I think it's a woman that is going to be assisting or is going to be meeting with someone that's well known in the land of Lahaina. Period of prosperity and abundance, guys. Trusting their intuition and family sorrow. There's still sorrow residually from family members that have passed. And there's a lot of sorrow for the family in general. I feel as though the matriarch of the family setting might be the ones that are meeting with people and trying to redo something, or trying to roll in, trying to pursue the abundance that is theirs. So there might be like a resurgence of specifically a group of women. There's one amongst them that is going to be very noteworthy, or more so like you're going to be aware of them, is what I want to say instead, because they're all noteworthy. This person, can I have any more insight into them, Spirit? And I keep seeing a bird. This person's totem. Yeah, look at that, guys. To clarify the woman, we have older woman. So it's going to be an older woman. It could be grandmothers assisting in finding their passed on loved ones still, and dealing with the sorrow of the family. But we have increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Goldfish. And you might see a number of older women as well that feel stuck, that feel like they're looking in a glass bowl and they don't know they feel uncomfortable with looking and seeing their family from afar, like their younger family members going through this desolation, or of passing in the devastation, feeling like they are just helpless. But they want to provide wealth monetarily. They want to help them spiritually. There's something about a woman, older woman in particular, that's doing this, that's helping, or at least trying to look past some difficulties, warning you of a problem either now or in the future. And at the bottom of the deck, we have situations in the balance that require careful handling. I feel like these women, there's like a number of older women that are having some difficulties health-wise, that are trying to assist their family, the younger family members, and we're seeing here like situations are really difficult. They're being very careful with foreigners. I'm just getting that. They're very thankful, very grateful for them, but there's almost this air of like, we need to pay attention to what matters, and we want to see if you guys are going to hold on to what matters and really assist all of us, or assist us in the way that we truly need. I feel like they're trying to warn this person, or a group of older women are trying to kind of warn people of just taking on some agreement that isn't truly like set in stone, either that or it's just not trustworthy. Looking at their levels of stress, I feel like there's going to be a lot of older people that are going to be speaking about these experiences. We have Ace of Cups. There's a lot of love here. Regardless, there's a lot of love. Yeah, someone is meeting with a very important person in this situation. I keep seeing that. And that's going to help bring a lot of money. So I don't know if this person's well known in the land specifically. The Ace of Cups and the High Priestess. Yeah, operating out of your intuitive nudgings. I feel like the feminine energy, I know we all have feminine and masculine energies, but I feel like older women that embody the feminine energy are going to be standing up. They're going to be trusting their intuition, and they're going to be taking on deals, but the deals are going to be very wary of, making sure that they're actually going to help people help people in their area with their homes. We have the Devil, the Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Finally speaking out about something that was being withheld. I feel as though they were trying to hold on and to wait for the better of the number of offers that they've received. Something about that, like being very wary of people, of foreigners. of not falling into temptation with regards to the money, but focusing on what they can how they can rebuild, focusing on their finances, but not just taking any and every offer. Something like that is coming through. And feel free to tell me in the comments what you guys know, because I know nothing about it, and I really can't act like I know everything. So I don't think anyone should. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Justice card, and the Fool. This tells me that they're fighting for a new beginning, fighting for justice, fighting for what was lost that was long term. This was like a lot of these homes were there for a long time, guys. They were there for quite some time, and to see them fall like that, or to see them affected like that, something about the feminine energy, like the abundance inside within these residences, these people in these residences is coming through. Queen and King of Cups, love. A bountiful amount of love, masculine and feminine energies being pervaded or thriving, or still persisting, I should say, despite everything going on. Six of Pentacles, balance coming in, transitions. And it's like getting out of their head. A number of people, specifically the older community, it feels like, getting out of their head with indecisiveness about the assistance they've received. Something about the way it was received. Probably just the shock of everything too. Okay, so let's keep going. What can we expect in December? What can we expect in December, Spirit? Okay, we have you need to defend yourself. So we're going to see that period of prosperity and abundance and wealth coming in. More of that in November. But we have you need to defend yourself. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Honor and respect will come to you. So there's something risky coming in for them. It's going to require careful handling with the grasshopper. And we have great personal sorrow. Yeah, people are going to try to continue on as they are right now with their job, their career. But we have people that are dissatisfied with life, dissatisfied with the situation, forces working against you. So December specifically is going to be a little bit more difficult. Something is going to anger the people of Lahaina there, because they're trying to defend themselves in some way. Something risky is going to lead them to defending themselves and standing up and fighting against something. What is the energy of this moment, of this, what we can expect in December? Whoa. Some contract begins in December. They want them to know they're good enough, though. Meaning that their standards should remain high. There's something about a deal that maybe was not the best deal, because it's going to start. And I think that deal, something about it, I don't know if it's going to end. In December, and that's going to have people feeling really stuck or feeling really upset. It says take time to breathe out. There's going to be a need to breathe, because this is going to be pretty frustrating. But we have you and your loved ones are safe. So they're going to be safe, but there's something about the trust factor. There was something that was not communicated to them when someone in the group took an offer. Okay, they did something risky. So a number of people are taking risks, signing off documents that maybe they didn't look through very well. But success is assured. It's just going to be very they were tricky about this information and insight and how it came through. And that's producing this great personal sorrow. Forces working against you. Interesting. There's some forces working against them. What are these forces? Okay. Yeah, indecision is what's working against some people. Their heart, of trusting people, of loving people, loving other people, and maybe feeling like they could trust someone, but they couldn't. Someone that's untrustworthy. I'm hearing secretary, and we have the Seven of Swords, lies. What's working against them is a bunch of lies. Wanting to move out of that into independence. Someone's going to try to hold some people down, or to prevent them from being as independent of a nation, or not nation, I don't know for sure if that's the right word, independent of a region. Something about trying to keep people unbalanced and keep them dependent on this service. I don't like that. Okay. Yeah, it's again back to the Six of Cups energy. Someone gifting someone something for Lahaina and it being like having a lot of resources and wealth, but then expecting them to just fall in line with some other thing that they don't fall in line with the Five of Swords. They're not. They're combative against this and they know that, but they're still trying, and it's really causing a lot of personal sorrow here. If you guys can see the Five of Cups here. So someone's going to try to help them, but they're not helping them truly, like truly from like with an understanding of who the people are, trying to get them to sign some agreement so that they can start something. And I feel like it's like trying to cut down on something, cut down on resources in some way. And this is not the right move. Archangels, what would you like to say about this situation? What is your advice for the people of Lahaina, for the people watching? Okay, we have 2 cards. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Archangel Gabriel is saying this is a challenge you're going to resolve. You're going to get through it. Withdraw from the drama of others. They're going to try to put and integrate drama into this whole situation. Have patience with yourself and those around you. We also have the 7 of Gabriel. So Gabriel is speaking specifically for the land of Lahaina. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. Isn't that what we're talking about? They need to claim their personal power against something or someone that's trying to take that. Is there anything else, archangels, that you would like to address with regards to December, with regards to the situation in Lahaina? We also have Ariel coming through. What's interesting is it bent. It means that this is something that's very pivotal, very important and impactful. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships in the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. So Ariel's coming through next. We also have Knight of Raphael, committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. It's about not losing the love that you have for like rebuilding, the love that you have more so for like the idea of like once an acorn falls, it becomes an oak tree when it settles in and grows. There's something about hope coming through a lot. Knight of Ariel, there's so much to accomplish. Make a detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. Wow. So there's Gabriel saying that I'm gonna help and assist with regards to personal power and will. I'm going to I recommend that the people, this is what Gabriel saying, that the people of Lahaina withdraw from the drama of others, that you have patience with yourself and those around you, but stand up for what you believe in. And then we have, and claim your personal power, right? And we have Raphael and Ariel teaming up with Raphael. Ariel is the next one that's the strongest here, about balance. But Raphael is here with the love, okay? The love and the sense of beauty, that everything happens for a reason, it says. Before or release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness, serve or search for the silver lining. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. That is what the message is for the people of Lahaina. So I hope this assists you guys as you prepare for what is going on, as you assist in your own way as well, if that is something that you decide to do. But I'm going to just sign off on this one. Please like, share, and subscribe if you appreciated this energy exchange and what informations and insights came through for you guys. I hope that you will all have a wonderful day. I hope to see you guys with the next video. I will be touching base on Israel and Hamas next. It will be intense, so I hope to see you there. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.